This video is brought to you by MyPlayerPage.com, the best place for athletes to showcase their information. Visit us today.
We're here with
Oh, that's halftime.
all right.
Okay.
All right.
Take two.
Take two. 3, 2, 1. Soccer 605. We're here with legendary coach Luis Usera, who just took over as the Rapid City Stevens girls varsity coach. How's it going for you this year, coach?
It's a good start. I think legendary means I'm really old.
Well, I should have said young legend. I also call Landon Donovan a young legend.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good start. We're just kind of melding the girls together. They're learning my style of coaching, and I'm learning their style of playing, and we're really forging ahead. I think it's been a fun start.
Well, and you could really see it in the game last night when you were playing Lincoln. It really looked like your girls were owning pretty much every corner of the field.
I don't know, Lincoln's a good team, and Coach Burkhalter does an awesome job with his girls. So what we see today may not be the same that we see in October, and we know he's going to take those girls forward. But it's really exciting because when we did our team meeting, the girls weren't satisfied. We want to do this, and how do we do this, and where do we learn? I said, you know, it takes time. Let's get the basics down, and we'll just keep moving forward.
Well, your girls were getting to the 50-50 balls the vast majority of the time, and really we're playing a nice aggressive game.
Yeah, it's called grit. We talk about grit a lot, and that's kind of our secret.
That's a good name for it.
Yeah, and you know, grit is really persevering and reaching your goals, and they all have goals, and so we talk about how do we get there, and we do that through grit and hard work, and you know, in trainings we talk about that a lot, and I'm glad you saw it in the fields. I know the girls weren't excited about it. They thought they could do a little bit more, but I think I think they're doing well for the first game. Yeah,
first game you always have to think about that, but to travel across the state, be playing in higher humidity, they just showed a lot of stamina and a lot of grit. Yeah. Now, you've got a nice deep bench at Stevens as well.
Yeah, it's a good bench, and you know, it's really frustrating because sometimes you look down the bench and what's working on the field is working, and you hate to ruin that chemistry, and you look at the bench and any of those girls could be on there starting, and I'm pretty blessed in that way. It caught me off guard when I first started at how deep it was, but you know, we're learning, and I think we're gonna, you know, keep continuously growing as the year goes on.
Well, and you have some young players as well that are going to continue to grow the program for the future. Who are some of your standout younger players?
Boy, that's hard. I'll tell you, we have 2 seniors that are starting right now, but we have 5 seniors that could start. We have quite a few juniors that are in there, and they're doing a great job. And then, of course, our sophomore class seems to be a blessed group as well. So I can't really pick out 1 or 2, but I will tell you this. I love their tenacity, and I love how they want to meld as a team, and I think for a coach you couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, well, we visited with Alex Coates, a senior, and Gabby Demers, who is a sophomore, right? And if they're a representation of the team, you've got a good, solid team there.
Yeah, they're not too bad, are they? No, love them. And, you know, they've really taken on the leadership, and, you know, here's the thing, and people don't understand this, even though it's a first-year program, the coach who had this team before the last 10 years had done a great job establishing tradition, rituals, routines, desire, work rate, ethic. So, you know, I really came into a great situation. You know, I could have had a coach that didn't care about those things, but, you know, it was important to these girls that we keep routines and we keep some of the rituals, like the sand volleyball and playing the different kinds of games and the team dinners. And so, you know, I can't take credit for what I'm going right now. I'm just taking what one masterful coach did, and I'm just moving it forward, and that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's a blessing to have such a great team and such a strong tradition, not only a tradition of winning, but a tradition of teamwork. Now, let's switch hats for a minute, if you would. The future of any program depends upon the younger players in the community, and there have been some changes that are going on in Rapid City with the Black Hills Rapids. What do you see with the Rapids having an impact on the future of high school soccer and club soccer in Rapid City?
Well, as you know, I'm director of coaching for the academies, which means I have the 9 to 12-year-olds.
Critical spot, right? I
love that age group, and it's where you can see change, and you can develop habits and rituals and routines of what it's going to be a top-notch player. But I think more importantly, having the Rapids involved gives instant credibility to moving kids forward and instant credibility to development. And I think that's what's been missing. No longer hopefully no longer we won't be fighting for players, and we won't be, doing what's right for egos and coaching egos and parent egos, but we're going to do what's right for kids. And that's been the mantra of the board and the technical director and the executive director, both for the Rapids. That's Joe Berger and Janelle Overlander, and their whole thing is let's do what's right for kids. And let's make sure we're moving forward for the kids. And so I'm really excited about it. And the curriculum is pretty awesome. So.
Well, and having been the only club in western South Dakota for many years now, you've been an island to a great extent. And now to have that support of the Rapids has got to feel really good.
It is. And you know what? It's allowed us now to expand. And instead of just playing against each other now, we can grow with sister cities and sister clubs and have that chance for our kids to play at a different level, which gets them excited. They can see beyond Rapid City. And that's fun.
Well, it was nice in the Twitter feed to see a lot of other Rapids programs from all over the country congratulate you and just welcome you into the fold.
Yeah, it's a community, and they have monthly, all the DLCs get on the phone and they talk. I mean, there's a lot of neat things about it, but more importantly, it is really about development, player development, and as we move forward, it's a great thing.
All right. Well, thanks so much for taking some time with us at Soccer 605, Luis. I know your girls are getting ready to go back out for the second half, and it's time to get your varsity team ready.
Yeah, we're one game at a time, right?
All right. Thanks again.
Thank you for what you guys do.
Getting recruited by college coaches is more difficult every year. There are thousands of other athletes competing for your position. MyPlayerPage.com is the best place for athletes to showcase their personal and player information. Check us out today at MyPlayerPage.com. Any sport, any athlete, any state, any city, champions all.